Hello everyone, and get ready for a tour of Pennsylvania Park in Jurassic World Evolution 2. I'm very excited to show you this park. It is a huge park. We've built it over several live streams, and I hope that you're gonna find some inspiration in it for your own park builds. We're gonna go this route, and we're gonna sneakily peek into actually the first exhibit over here, which is a mixed herbivore enclosure. It's kind of lowered. We have this nice barrier of the planters around it. And in the enclosure itself, we have Nasutoceratops, Gallimimus, probably more, hopefully more? I don't actually know. Livestream is usually in charge of selecting the dinosaurs and giving the dinosaur names, so if you ever want to join a live stream, I'm live every single Saturday. We're just phasing through people's heads. So we're gonna go around here, and here we have a nice little guest section. Now, as you'll note, we have electricity pylons in our park, and that is because this sandbox park was, you know, built a little different. She's built different. We built this park with stuff like unlimited power turned off, research was turned on, expeditions were turned on, all of that stuff to make it a little more challenging, including storms. But for the purpose of this tour, actually turned them off. We're gonna hop into this exhibit over here, or not the exhibit itself, that would be unwise. But we're into the viewing gallery. They're all sleeping? Are you kidding me? Anyway, these are Ceratosaurus, and they're very tired from entertaining the people, our visitors. We're just gonna hop on out and continue our tour. There is so much to show that I really want to get through this quite quickly. We have an aviary up ahead. We have hotels. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. This is like a nice little plaza with some, I guess you could call them like gardens. I like to call them decorative water because, I mean, look at it. Look at it. That is the most decorative water I've ever laid my eyes upon. And you're welcome for sharing it with you. So we have like little seating sections with the amber decoration and stuff like that. Here we have the hotels. And the layout of this park, it's quite a complex park. It's a really big park. I hope I can show you as much of it as possible without this tour becoming endlessly long. But what's interesting about this park is that it's separated into a Jurassic World section, which is what we're in right now, and a Jurassic Park section, which we're gonna get in later. And in the Jurassic Park section, we'll find the dinosaurs from the movies. Now, what this park also has are these like little path sections that are, how do I call this, like lined with fencing, and they have these red flags, and the red flags are supposed to mean that you're not supposed to go in there unless it's in case of emergency. And why is that? Because behind or beyond these corridors are actually the shelters, and the thing is that they're kind of hidden away from sight because you don't want to spook the guests, you don't want to unnecessarily alarm them by reminding them that, you know, at a certain point you might have to hide in a bunker because a dinosaur will want to eat your face off. You want to minimize that effect on people. So that's why we hit the bunkers. And there are also like sneaky little routes in between the guest sections for our park staff to get around more efficiently. I've gone the wrong way, I just realized, so we're actually gonna, well, hello. We're gonna look into these two exhibits, but then we're actually gonna double back because, yeah, I made a wrong turn. There's nothing in here. I'm too short. I am too short. Yeah, that's a problem. Aren't you glad that I made the time, that I took the time to show you these two exhibits? Aren't you happy about that? Let me sprint for a second. We're gonna go back because where I had to go was for, excuse me. Here, this is the direction we had to take. So we have, of course, we made the most of the beautiful fountains that are in the game. And let's hop into the aviary, I guess. There you go, nice little sign. I feel so short whenever I use this first person mode, but okay. So the entry or the viewing gallery for the aviary is on this like little stub of path. So we're just gonna walk around, we're gonna admire this beautiful statue, and then we're gonna veer to the right. And we're gonna go in here. Show me, there you go. Pterodactylus, I'm guessing. Look how nice this is. I love doing this. I love basically flooding the entire aviary and putting in rocks and creating this like wetlands effect for the, you know, for the flying reptiles. I think that looks really cool. They're all opting to sit on top of us though. There's none of them are actually sitting where I want them to sit. Alright. And how about we hop into this one? Wow, all the way from over here. I think this is supposed to be Changzhousaurus, but they're on the other side, it looks like. It's quite a big exhibit. So we're gonna walk around and we're actually gonna go there. Now the exhibit also has like this fencing, so you could theoretically look in here, but sorry. I couldn't resist. I watched... oh my god, I did it wrong. Like, I watched the original Jurassic Park yesterday. Okay, so it's like... that's how he does it, right? Alan Grant, when he pulls the dad joke on the kids. I'm sorry about that. I got totally sidetracked. So we're gonna look into this lagoon over here. Let's go down into the water. What do we have in here? Is this Plesiosaurus or Attenborosaurus? I feel like it's probably gonna be Attenborough. It's kind of difficult to tell. But here we have... Actually, no, I think that's Plesiosaurus, judging by the snaky head. It's, well, it's a good thing we got in on a coupon day, as Gennaro would say, because it's not the best view. We're gonna move on. Excuse me, miss. Thank you. And we're gonna go into this section. This is, I think, pretty much one of the only dead ends in the park. Not like literally, don't worry about it. You're perfectly safe here. This is a very safe park. But what I mean is that there's just like this, it's a very long walkway in between two exhibits. And this is just a dead end guest section over here with viewing galleries looking into these specific exhibits. So we're gonna hop into these. And there you go, there are the Changzhousaurus. Lovely, I really like how this exhibit looks, and yeah, it's like a two-parter. The downside is that when all the dinosaurs are in one part of the exhibits, the other viewing gallery isn't exactly pulling in the best rating. Speaking of rating, the park is at 5 stars, so that's actually really excellent. So we're gonna hop into this one, and this one overlooks the Baryonyx exhibit. We see the Plesiosaurus tank right there. Oh, he just appeared from behind the Dwayne over there. But this is the Baryonyx trio that we're housing in here. Moving on. Okay, so we're moving back in between these two exhibits, and we're gonna start heading towards the Jurassic Park section of the park. And I really love doing that because it's the perfect excuse to use a combination of the Jurassic World and the Jurassic Park decorations and buildings, but use it with purpose, you know, not just randomly mixed, but to denote different thematic sections in your park. And if you haven't tried that yet yourself during one of your park builds, I can 100% recommend it because I think it looks really, really, really cool. So this would still be the Jurassic World section. Even with the pathing, we did something different. Like Jurassic World is mostly the gray path and some fancy path, and the Jurassic Park section is actually the dirt path. All right, so we're going down here. The aviary is up there just for like reference. So, oh god, so you know where we are. We're inside someone's cranium, but only briefly. Okay, so this thing over here also looks into the Changzhousaurus exhibit, so we don't need to go in there again. Let me see, there's a big lagoon over there, but let's first go into this one. And this looks into the Carnotaurus exhibit, so here we have our trio of Carnos stalking about. Exhibit itself is quite plain, I guess. And now we're gonna hop into that lagoon. I honestly don't remember what's in this lagoon. Like I said, this was built over the course of several live streams, and we definitely needed that time because it is so expansive, and not just expansive, but also very detailed. Enter building. Kronosaurus by the look of it. Going down, first floor, men's underpants. Oh, well... It's not excellent, but it's pretty cool. It actually looks kind of spooky. the way the water, you know, is kind of murky. Just gliding along, a soundless killer. Alright. And now we're actually heading into the Jurassic Park section, and the first introduction to that is the official gate. So there we have it right there, beautiful. So when you come down this long path over here, you see right up ahead the Jurassic Park section. Love, love, love using the gates as decorative pieces like this. That's actually what I use them for mostly, and it's really easy. Again, here, this is one of those corridors that leads first to a shelter, and then after that, this is also where we have all of the power stations that supply power for the park. We have a restroom, because when you gotta go, you gotta go. But we don't gotta go. We're gonna go in here, so it's like lined with amber, which looks really nice at nighttime. Honestly, just looks kind of cool overall. Let me get rid of that, actually. Of course, we have plenty of torches in this park, as we should. So here, we've walked around the gate, and now we have a beautiful plaza with the DNA fountain, the visitor center, and it's really treating it as an attraction within the park. Now, if we're gonna go over here, I worry that I neglected to actually decorate this exhibit. Yeah, I did. I am so sorry. But in here we have Pachycephalosaurus and Corythosaurus, and again, this section of the park houses dinosaurs that appear in the movies. Not in any particular order or anything, but just taking inspiration from that list of species. Now over here we have a tiny but troublesome exhibit. If you've been here for the live streams, you'll know just how much of a struggle these Compsognathus were, because they tend to just phase through these fences, like no problem. They escape without fail every single time, multiple times, and then it's kind of a pain to get them back in here without running into a case of the drop-off point being obstructed. Because, you know, there are a ton of compies in here, 20 I think, as well as decorations and stuff like that. So, yeah, these were definitely a pain in my A. But okay, we make sacrifices. Now over here next to it, we have another lovely, lovely, lovely guest section, if I may say so myself. And we're actually going to go in there because we have a tour. Of course, more torches. And again, the buildings over here are all Jurassic Park themed, as opposed to Jurassic World themed in the other section of the park. And here's, like, spoiler alert, we have a Brachiosaurus tour, but there's more in there as well. You can already see it. Ah, right on time. The cars are just coming around. Alright, we're gonna drive the tour vehicle. Here we have beautiful, elegant, and in my way, Parasaurolophus. We have Stegosaurus having a little nap. Hello. Over there in the trees we have Brachiosaurus. And I think we also have Memenchi in here. Yep, there you go. Also one sleeping over here. I love how they just like curl up. I think that's so adorable. So yeah, here we have Memenchi. Oh, I spooked her. Oh my god, what happened? What happened to your tail? Oh, she has a kink in her tail. Sorry, love. Oh my god, I got out of the car. We need locking mechanisms on the doors. I need to get out of here. This is unsafe. Alright, phew, I survived. We're gonna move on. So that is, I think, one of two tours. The other tour is in the Jurassic World section. So there's the Compsognathus mini exhibit. We have a Jurassic Park aviary with Pteranodon. It's again really, I mean, we might as well go in here, but I also feel like I may have forgotten to decorate this one as well. It does have the perches in there. We'll just have a look. There you go. So yeah, these are the Jurassic Park 3 Pteranodon in here. Love the dust flying up over there. And And maybe let's go this way, actually. Let's sprint for a little bit. Now, up here to our left is still to our right. Oh, wow. That is your right, darling. Look, I'm just being truthful. I mess that up all the time. It is, I swear I'm not as dumb as I seem. Or maybe I am. But these are viewing galleries looking into the Brachiosaurus enclosure. And of course, Parasaurolophus, Stegosaurus, all that jazz. There you see. Oh, I love that Stegosaurus skin. It is so good. So beautiful. We've taken the opportunity to add another Spinosaurus skeleton because, yes, of course, the Spinosaurus is in this park and is in this section of the park, as well as the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Those could not be neglected. I'm gonna sprint again. You know, this is what they did in the 90s. They ran a lot. Certainly in the movie. Okay, so what we have over here are like our luxury hotels. These are for the people that paid extra, you know, the 10,000 a day kind of people. So they have a nice little resort on this island, quote unquote, in a big lake in the park. And what they actually get is, and I can't really, hold on, I'm just gonna fly up so you can see. So this is like their little island, their hotels. They have a little private seating section over here. And the regular guests can see their island, like from here, you know, they can see what they're missing out on. But what is unique for the top paying guest is that they actually have like this teeny tiny, concerningly flimsy fence between their private beach and the Spinosaurus exhibit. So that's the, there's two Spinos back there. And obviously, you know, when the Spinos come over here for a drink, the luxury guests get a really nice view at them. Okay, I'm just gonna fly back to this point. Look at this. I think this looks really lovely. Just a random shape, fountain in there, some gardening. I really like how that looks. So I'm gonna drop us back down. And now we're gonna look at those big hitting attractions. First off, on our left is a shelter thing. And then next to that is also like a little secluded section. And this, you know, it gives some proper epicness because what we are approaching right now is the Tyrannosaurus paddock. It has a DNA fountain. There's also the other entry from the other side. And let's go into the building right here. And there's the Tyrannosaurus. It's Big Edie, not Rexy, but that's okay. Oh, she's gonna give us a roar. Put on a good show, love. We know you can. Lovely. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Okay. So we're gonna leave this section. And we're now gonna go to, I guess, the Spinosaurus, right? That makes sense. So this would be... Here we have another bit of decorative water. Oh, love these trees. They're so good. And these are the viewing galleries for the Spinosaurus. By the way, at the end of this video, I'll do like a flyby, and I'll show you what it looks like from the top. Now, this is an absolutely ridiculously immense enclosure. I realize that. I probably could have used this space a little bit better. The Spinosaurus is nowhere to be seen. That's very disappointing. They are in here, though. Right? Yeah, we saw them. Hold on. Where are they? Like, seriously. Spino? Spino? Look, don't play hide and seek. I hear you. Ah, there you go. Splint. Beautiful Spinosaurus. And here you see, like, it is approaching this fencing over here where the luxury hotel is located, like our resort. Alright, so I'm gonna drop us back to the ground. Hello? There. And here you can see, by the way, what I meant with, like, the majority of path over here is the dirt path in combination with a little bit of gray, so you have some contrast, some visual interest, you might say. And again, just some buildings, some amenities, you know, the good stuff. Toilet, also again in the Jurassic Park style. I love breaking up the path with these like little bits of nature. Works really, really well. We hear the Rex. Now here we have just a long stretch of path that is gonna lead us back into the Jurassic World section. But we're gonna be like on a very different side. We see the helicopter taking off. That's kind of cool. What I did in this park, what I didn't shy away from, was wasting space. And that's one of the things, one of my main tips, if you've seen that video, like my tip video, I think it was 5 main tips or main mistakes. So this is an example of that. This is completely wasted space. Like normally you'll probably want to turn this into an enclosure, right? But I think it actually looks really cool to just have it be completely unobstructed by fences and just a nice little bit of nature to add to the beauty of your park, as opposed to finding a way to cram in another dinosaur species. Let's enjoy the last of the torches. That might be a lie. I might have used the torches in the Jurassic World section as well, because the torches are literal fire. And here you go. This is the other Jurassic Park gate. So this is the other entry section of that particular thematic section of the park. But now we continue with the Jurassic World section, and we have this really cool like feature over here where this tour vehicle just comes by. Should we hop on? No, let's not. But yeah, the tour vehicles just come by the path over here, so we can like how should I phrase this? Like get seduced into taking the tour, because the tour is very, very cool. We also have this lane with beautiful trees, and the tour crosses over the path over here. Let's look into the viewing galleries for the lagoon first. What we have in here is, I think, Pleurodon and Tylosaurus. And yes, we just went with both species, because why not? And again, they're nowhere to be found. Okay, we'll visit them later. That'll be okay. So we're gonna go over here. Oh, there's actually 3 tours, I just realized. So we're gonna take this tour first. This is the Jurassic Herbivore Tour. So here we are. This is a really big enclosure. I'm not quite sure what's in here. Obviously, Pentaceratops. Something funny that we did in this enclosure is dinosaur nests. One of the species in here is Diplodocus, and while I was doing terrain work, one of the Diplodocus was sleeping, and that means you can't raise the terrain around it. So it created like these little craters, I suppose, in the terrain, and I thought that it really just looked like a nest, especially with the Diplodocus sleeping in it. So we kind of went with that. I added some foliage, I added some rocks to enhance the roundness of the nest. We'll fly up again later so you'll have a good look at it, but I think that's a really cute idea. There's Homalocephale in here. Look at the little feller. Hi, little feller. There are a lot of them in here. Here's the Diplodocus. Gonna just drive under the neck. That might have been all the species. Okay, but let me like show you what I mean with these nests, right? Let me find one of them. Here, so right here, this is a nest, and I think you can sort of see what I mean by that. And I think it's actually a really cute idea. And there's another one over here. It's just because there was a dinosaur sleeping here as I was doing the terrain work, and it created these, yeah, these little craters. So I enhanced them, sort of went with it, and I think it's really, really, really cute. So if you want to use that in your park, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Now we're gonna go to arguably a more quote-unquote exciting tour. It even has a queue because everybody will want to take this tour, and this is the hybrid tour. So the Indominus Rex and the Indoraptor are sort of tucked away behind a lagoon for extra security, but we can watch them, which sounds a little stalkery, but alright, so we're just gonna sneak around these, or we're gonna be stuck behind them. So we sneak through the gate. And this is really the only way to get up close to the hybrids, because obviously they're super dangerous, so we need like extra security, right? So there's no viewing gallery looking directly into this exhibit, although there are viewing towers, but they're across the lagoon, so they actually don't provide close encounter viewing. Now I think we're in tough luck. I don't see the Indominus. I do see the Indoraptor right there. Oh, it's just walking away. But yeah, if you do get lucky during this tour, like, they can be, like, right up by the fence. And I think that's a really cool way to... oh, there she is, there she is. She's actually coming right towards us. So I think this was a really cool way to add an extra viewing opportunity into this enclosure while keeping with the security concept that we had for it, with it being behind a lagoon. So I think that's really nice. And let me actually just fly up and show you what this exhibit looks like. So here you go, the exhibit itself. With the Indominus, Karen, and I think this is Snowy, or just Snow, the Indoraptor. And here you go, it is like mostly surrounded by the lagoon. And here we have Nigel Marvin, the Liopleurodon, and the Tylosaurus. That should be in here somewhere, I think. Oh no. Oh no, he's in the ground. Dang it. 100k is in the freaking ground. Yeah, during this live stream we actually made it to exactly 100,000 subscribers. That was really exciting. But that's not what you came here for. You came here for the tour. So we're gonna continue. I'm gonna sprint through this bit. So here we have an Allosaurus exhibit. Dang, I really want... oh, hold on, I can crouch, right? Yes. I mean, sure. It's not the best viewing opportunity. Another guest seating section, because of course I enable laziness. I support laziness. I'm a big fan of it. Here we have the viewing platforms that, as I said, people, you're all literally facing the wrong way. You are literally facing the wrong way, but okay. Yeah, these viewing platforms, like, look over the lagoon as well as the exhibit beyond. So if we actually go in, here you can see lagoon, marine reptile, hybrids. I was gonna go in there, but that's a restroom, not a viewing gallery. We have a lot of hotels over there, and oh, by the way, the idea behind this tour is actually where we went into the building. That is indeed the hop-on point of the tour, and that building over there is where people would get off. Because the tour then goes through a really big part of just guest sections, so it wouldn't be a lot of fun, I guess, to be on the tour. So that's the idea behind it, that people get off at a different point. Okay, so now we're gonna go into a lower section of the park. And we have, of course, the Mosasaurus, could not be missed. We have some big theropods down here as well. Just making my way through this massive, massive, massive park. Alright, so here we have a viewing gallery. These are herbivores. Let me see, we have Dryosaurus, Pachyrhinosaurus, and Ankylosaurus, Bumpy to be specific. Here we have actually the staff section, which is integrated into the park itself. And I also added like this wire fencing, this metal fencing, so guests could look into this facility section of the park, sort of has it as an extra experience. And in my mind, there's even like VIP access to that section of the park where people can see like how dinosaurs can like get incubated and stuff like that. Over here we have, I think this is going to be Carcharodontosaurus. So we're just going to hop into the viewing gallery. She's not home. Can we see her back there? I see like the tip of a tail. Hold on, come over here. Just show me yourself. Reveal thyself. Evo getting distracted by a helicopter. Yeah, there you go. That's Carcharodontosaurus. We'll get a better look at her later because we can walk into this section over here. This is the other dead end, and it also just goes in between two exhibits. I alternated the concrete fencing with the wire fencing because I think that creates, you know, just an interesting look to it. Very lovely. And also on this side, we look into the herb fur enclosure. And at the end over here is just a guest section. So we have guest buildings, amenities. And we also have like these round sections with just open fencing for guests to look into the exhibits. Assuming, of course, that they can, that the game works that way. There, oh, we might get a very good look at the Carcharodontosaurus. No, don't walk back. No, come right across here. Come right across here, babe. No, she's changing her mind. She is being stubborn. She's not a showgirl. Yeah, I don't think it's happening. Oh, she's backing up. She's backing up. Yeah, she's not ready for a close-up. All right, so we're just quickly zooming on through over here. There you go. So that's the staff section that I mentioned earlier. So that has like the expedition center and the fossil center and all that stuff because we needed that for this park build. Then we're gonna go back up. And again, I like adding like these quote-unquote windows to concrete enclosures, just so we have more opportunities to look into an enclosure. I think, if I recall correctly, this is Albertosaurus. I did remember correctly. Wow, do I get a prize for that or something? Something. Give me a like. You know what? Give me a like for remembering that correctly. Oh my god, I am filthy rich. I am filthy rich. Oh wow. Okay. Really love this little decorative section. And this is the Mosasaurus Lagoon. And we have like this little stub that goes into the lagoon with a viewing tower. There, so theoretically you should be able to see it. But we also have underwater viewing for the Mosasaurus because of course. So let's actually speed along. Running. Another guest section. Okay. Is she visible? She most certainly is not. Also, someone needs to clean these windows. Not me. Hold on. Let me find... Oh god, don't tell me she's stuck in the ground. No, she's good. Titanic. Oh, that's right. Look, I'm not in charge of naming the dinosaurs and marine reptiles and flying reptiles, okay? That's all chat. I do not take responsibility for this. It is kind of funny. It's also kind of problematic, but okay. So yeah, here we have the lovely show-stopping Mosasaurus. Oh, there's another exhibit over here. No, this is the Albertosaurus. Yeah, nice guy. Ketchup and Drizzle the Mighty. Honestly, I approve of Chad being in charge of the names. They usually come up with good stuff. I think this is... We skipped a couple of enclosures. For example, the Warehosaurus. We kind of skipped. And we also skipped Dilophosaurus, which is over here. Oh, these aren't named. Oh, no. Oh, how sad. Alright, so let me fly up and give you a proper look at this park. Speed. Let me see. Oh, that's a good angle. There, now we got everything. So this is the Pennsylvania Park. What we have over here, as indicated by the lighter path colors, that's the Jurassic Park section. And the rest is the Jurassic World section with the lagoons as well as that. And yes, we have 2 aviaries. We have a ton of stuff in this park. I'm very proud of it. And I hope that you found some inspiration in this build for your own builds so you can have fun doing that. If you did enjoy this build, as always, give the video a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and until next time, enjoy the game.